Hi friends, good morning. Welcome back to ASTRA 2022 program presented by Akka IAS Academy. In this particular video, I'll be dealing few of the problems based upon concept called allegation and 3 reading comprehension questions. Okay. In the previous video, where I have explained the concept based upon the allegation, how the concepts work and what is the rule for that allegation here. So let's begin. The first question is, a gold worker has two qualities of gold. Two qualities of gold, one of 12 carat and another of 16 carat. In what proportion should he mix both to make an ornament of 15 carats purity? Okay. See, there are two qualities of gold, 12 carat and 16 carat. So what is the mean, in what proportion should he mix both to make an ornament of 15 carats purity? That is the question here. So we need to find the ratio of two qualities of gold that is to be mixed so that he is getting 15 carats of purity. Okay. See here friends, actually I want to tell you one thing here. The direct questions based upon allegation, okay, in UPSC prelims, actually the probability of occurrence of direct questions based upon allegation is less. Okay, it cannot be negated, but it is less. You can hardly expect one or two questions directly based upon this concept called allegation here. Okay, so you need not to go into the deep. Okay, you need not solve the higher level of questions here, tougher level of questions here. So basic concepts, when you know, when you got to understand, that is more than enough for this allegation topic. Okay, and also this allegation concept, it is not only applied to this particular kinds of questions, it can also be applied in ratio and proportion, profit and loss. Okay, those kinds of questions also you can expect. For example, time and work. Okay, see, this concept can be applied in different types of concepts here. Okay, so better to know this concept so that the solving your other types of questions also becomes easier. Okay, so this particular question, what it states is, a gold worker has two qualities of gold. He need to mix those two qualities of gold in a certain ratio so that he'll get an ornament of 15 carats purity here. Okay, see here, in the previous video I have told you the higher quantity should be written on the right hand side. So 16 I am writing in the right hand side, and the lesser quantity should be written on left hand side. Okay, so this is the mean average here. See what is they are telling here, 15 carats is the mean average. So 16 minus 15, that will become 1, and 15 minus 12, that will become 3. So 1:3 is the ratio he need to mix so that he'll be obtaining an ornament of 15 carats of purity here. Okay, simple question guys, but you need to understand how the concepts work. Okay, so if at all you have not watched the previous video, I request you to kindly stop this video and go and watch the previous video and analyze the concept and come back and solve these problems. Okay, so option A, 1:3 is the right answer here. So moving on to the next question. In what ratio should 20% acid be mixed with 40% acid solution to obtain 28% acid solution? Okay, simple guys, actually see here, right hand side 40%, left hand side 20%, so mean is 28%. Okay, so 40 minus 28, that is nothing but 12. See, 40 minus 28, that is nothing but 12, and 28 minus 20, that will become 8. So 12:8 is the ratio we got here. So 12:8. So this can further be simplified as 3:2. Okay, 2 6 are 12 and 2 4s are 12, 2 3s are 6 and 2 2s are 4. Okay, so 3:2 is the ratio we need to mix the first acid, the 20% acid solution, and with the 40% acid solution. This needs to be mixed in the ratio 3:2 so that we can obtain the acid solution of 28%. Simple guys. Okay, so we are moving to the next question. In a two vessels, see here, this is a bit second level of question here. Okay, the first two questions were of the first level because only one kind of mixture you will be obtaining here. Okay, but in this question there are two vessels here. In a two vessels A and B, there is a mixture of milk and water. See here, there are two vessels A and vessel B. Okay, in both the vessels there is a mixture of milk and water, yes or no? In earlier cases you were dealing with only one kind of vessel or one kind of solution, or only a single mixture, okay. But in this case there are two possibilities, okay. There are two vessels, there is a mixture of milk and water. The ratio of the milk and water in this vessel is 5:2 and 8:5. So the ratio they are given 5:2 and 8:5 respectively. In what ratio these mixtures shall be mixed together so that the ratio of the milk and water in the new mixture becomes 9:4. So both these mixture should be mixed, should be converted into a new mixture, okay. So in new mixture the ratio should be 9:4 of milk and water. Yes or no? See here, when you see the question, it is of a next level, okay. So I will tell you how to solve this question in the next page in a detailed and a slow manner, okay. So let's solve it in the next page here. See friends, there are two vessels, right? So vessel A, okay, milk is to water ratio, what they have given is 5:2. So vessel B, what is the ratio they are given? Milk is to water, that is actually 8:5. This is the given ratio, right? So what you need to find, the mean volume you need to find, okay. Mean volume or mean ratio in the third vessel, where these two quantity from these two vessels shall be mixed, so that we'll be obtaining a mean value in the third vessel, where milk is to water ratio should be 9:4. This is the question they have asked here, okay. See friends, actually what is the difference between the previous questions and this questions what you are dealing here is, there are two different vessels here, okay. Vessel A and vessel B. Vessel A and vessel B. There are two different vessels you are dealing it here, okay. So what is the rule in the allegation what I have explained you? See here, this is the mean value, okay. In left hand side you need to write the lesser quantity, and in the right hand side you need to write the larger quantity, and this is the mean value, and you will be arriving to the ratio here. This is the problem how it works, this is the rule how it works, okay. But in each vessel there are two different mixtures, right? Milk and water and milk and water. There are two different mixtures, right? So either you need to take milk or water in this substitution, in this particular substitution, either you need to take milk or water, okay. No, you need not to take both the ratios here, okay. You need not to substitute milk and water in the same left hand side and in the same right hand side. See here how the concept work is, the ratio remains the same, right? In vessel A, if at all some amount of milk and some amount of water is mixed, okay. See friends, actually I'll explain you with an example how this works here, okay. Consider there is a tumbler here, okay. There's a tumbler here and there is a mixture of milk and water, okay. So 9:1 is the ratio, that is nothing but 9 liters of milk is there and 1 liter of water is there. So totally the total quantity of the total quantity of milk and water is 10 liters. In that 10 liters there are 9 liters of milk and 1 liter of water. So the ratio is 9:1 out of 10 liters. See, so from this 10 liter, if at all I remove 1 liter, I remove, the ratio of milk to water will be same, 9:1 only. The ratio doesn't change, right? Only the quantity of that quantity what I am removing from the tumbler, that changes here, right? There is 10 liter initially. In the 10 liter, 1 liter I am removing. So if at all in 10 liter the ratio of milk is to water is 9:1, the same ratio will be there in 1 liter of mixture which I have removed here, okay. So in 1 liter what is the ratio here? So 9:1 means 900 ml of, okay, ml of milk will be there and 100 ml of water will be there. See, this is the ratio here, right? The same concepts actually works here. If at all you take either milk or water in this particular substitution, right? Okay, either you take milk or water in this particular substitution here, the ratio remains same throughout. Okay, so I'll be taking milk and substituting it in the rule. If at all you want to try, you take the water and you try to substitute and arrive to the answer here, guys. Okay, see, the answer goes on like this. Okay, the answer goes on like this here. See here, I'll be taking milk here. Okay, so vessel A, what is the ratio? 5:2. Vessel B, what is the ratio? 8:5. So what is the mean value I need to obtain? 9:4. Yes or no? See here, I'll be substituting here how it goes. Left hand side, I'll be taking vessel A's option. Okay, vessel A, milk ratio 5 I have taken. Okay, is it right what I have taken 5? No, actually this is wrong here. Okay, what I need to take here is, out of total how many parts are there? 5 plus 2, total 7 parts are there. Okay, see here, 5 plus 2, total 7 part is there. Okay, out of that 7 part, 5 parts is milk, so the milk ratio is 5/7. This is left hand side. Similarly, in the right hand side, what is the ratio here? The higher value, see, 8 is there, right? So 8 parts of milk, out of how many parts of milk? 8 plus 5 parts, that is 8 plus 5 is 13 parts. So there are totally 13 parts. Out of that 13 parts, 8 part is the milk here. See friends, how I got how I written this substitution. You got it right here. So what is the mean average I need to obtain here? The milk I have taken, right? Milk I have taken here, so milk I'll be taking here. So 9 parts out of 9 plus 4, that is 13 parts. Simple, right? So this rule how I have written here, this you need to take very much caution, okay, while substituting the value. Then only in single step you will be arriving to the answer. See friends, in the examination you need not to write milk and value A:B what I have written. For your understanding I have written here. Okay, just this step if at all you write in the examination, you will be arriving to the answer in one more step. Only 2 steps you will be arriving to the answer here. Okay, so to get that proficiency, you need to solve these kinds of problems bit more. Okay, when you solve multiple these kinds of problems, the proficiency you'll be getting here, and in a single step you will be solving the answer here. Okay guys, see here, 8 minus 13 8 by 13 minus 9 by 3, 9 by 13, so that is nothing but 1/13, because denominators are same here. So 9 minus 8 minus 9 is 1, that is minus 1, right? So this negative sign can be negated here. Okay, so 9 minus 13, 9 by 13 minus 5 by 7. Okay, here I'll be solving, right? 9 by 13 minus 5 by 7. So what you need to do is you need to take the LCM of 13 and 7 here. 13 and 7, okay, the LCM shall be 91. So 13 so 9, okay, it will be 63 minus, so 65. Okay, 63 minus 65, that is minus 2 by 91. See, minus 2 by 91, this is the answer here. So this negative and this negative sign gets cancelled here. Okay, so what is the ratio I've got here? 1/13 is to 2/91. Upon cross multiplying, how much I'll be getting here? This 13 can be cancelled, right? So 13 1 times and 13 7 times. So 7:2 is the ratio here. This 7 will go this side when you cross multiply, and this 2 will be coming this side. Okay, so 7:2 is the ratio what you are we need to mix, so that in the final tumbler 9:4 is the 9:4 will be the ratio here. Okay, yes or no? So this is 7:2 is nothing but from vessel A 7 parts of milk, and from vessel B 2 parts of milk you need to mix to the third vessel. Yes or no? So that in the third vessel totally there are 9 parts of milk. Yes or no? 7 plus 2 is 9, right? 7 plus 2 is 9. Yes or no? So see here friends, actually I have told you while examining the options itself, you can eliminate the few of the options, right? So here in the options you can see A, B and C, D options, A, B, C and D options. In the D options 9:13 it is given, right? So this option is to confuse you guys, okay? So when you take the milk, total should be 9, okay? When you add total, it should be 9 here, okay? But in from vessel A 7 parts will be mixing and vessel B 2 parts will be mixing here. So the ratio of milk is 7:2 here, okay? So in the final part you will be getting 9 here. Yes or no? 7 plus 2 9. The 9:4 you need to obtain here. So option D and option C, that can be eliminated directly, okay? Option A and option B, there'll be a slight confusion. So when you look upon in a very cautious method, then only you will be arriving to the right answer, guys, okay? It's a bit higher level problem. If at all you don't understand, kindly pause the video and re-watch the video. Then only I have tried to explain in a very simple manner, right? I have taken much time and I have tried to explain in a simple manner. You re-watch the video and you will get the concept, right? Okay, moving on to the next question. In what ratio must rice at 9.30 per kg, rupees 9.30 per kg, be mixed with rice at 10.80 per kg, so that the mixture will be worth rupees 10 per kg? Simple question, guys, okay? I'll solve it in the next page here. See friends, actually they are talking about price here, okay? What is price here? 9.30 rupees and 10.80 rupees. So 10.80 rupees I will write in the right hand side, okay? And 9.30 rupees I'll write in the left hand side, because the lesser value and the greater value, okay? So this 10.80 rupees can be written in 1080 paisa, yes or no? And 930 paisa. See, for your calculation sake it will become easier here. So 1080 paisa and 930 paisa. So what they are telling is you need to mix these two different qualities of rice, so that the mixture should be worth of rupees 10. Rupees 10 they are telling. So 10 is nothing but 1000 rupees, 1000 paisa here, okay? 1010 rupees is nothing but 1000 paisa here. So 1080 minus 1000 is 80 and 1000 minus 930 is 70. So this zero is cancelled. The required ratio is 8:7. Simple question, guys, okay? So moving on to the next problem. In what ratio must water be mixed with milk? So they are telling that water should be mixed with milk. That ratio you need to find out to gain 20% by selling the mixture of the cost price, mixture at cost price. So this particular statement, by selling the mixture at cost price, okay? See, this particular statement you need to understand, selling the mixture at cost price. So if at all the milk costs 10 rupees for him, to the vendor the milk cost 10 rupees and he needs to sell that milk, okay? He need to sell that milk. For any shopkeeper, he will add some profit here, plus 1 rupees or plus 2 rupees. Then he will be selling it to 11 or 12 rupees, okay? So this is the gain here, plus 1 or plus 2 is the gain here, that is 10% or 20%. That will be the gain here on his cost price, okay? But the question is telling that the mixture should be sold at cost price itself, okay? If at all he has obtained milk for 10 rupees, he should sell it to 10 rupees only, okay? So in that case he will not be having any gain, right? If at all he's getting at 10 rupees per liter milk and he's selling it for 10 rupees per milk, so there is no profit for him, okay? So the question is telling that he should gain 20% profit. So how he should gain 20% profit? So this pure milk, so for this pure milk he'll be adding water here, okay? This is 10 rupees per liter milk, it was a pure milk, okay? For that mixture he'll be adding water, which is free, so that the total quantity of the milk will be increased, right? See, if at all he had obtained 10 liters of milk at 10 rupees per kg, 10 rupees per liter, not kg, 10 liters of milk he had obtained by giving 10 rupees per liter, that is the price here, okay? So if this is the pure milk, okay, if at all he adds some water to this 10 liters shall be increased to 12 liters. If at all he add 2 liters of water here to that milk, the purity of milk will be reduced and 2 liters of water will be increased, and in 10 rupees only he is selling. Okay, so instead of selling 10 liters he'll be selling 2 liters now, 12 liters now. So plus 2 liters, 20 rupees is the gain he is getting. If at all he sells the milk at same cost price, still he is earning 20 rupees more. How? By mixing water to that. Okay, that we need to find out here. Okay guys, you understood the question, I guess. In the next page I'll be dealing with how to solve this question here. See here, in what ratio must water be mixed with milk to gain 20% by selling the mixture at same cost price? Okay, so let the cost price be 1 rupees per liter. We are assuming it. Okay, in the while explaining previously I have told 10 rupees per liter. Okay, here I'm assuming 1 rupees per liter. So selling price should also be 1 rupees only, because the condition of the question is same. The selling price should also be rupees 1 only, but here the mixture will be milk plus water. Okay, in this procurement he had only milk. Okay, but in this selling price mixture it will be milk plus water. Okay, and gain should be 20%. This is the question here, to get the gain of 20%. Okay, so here I'll explain you right. See here, for 100% purity of milk it cost rupees 1, gain is 0. Yes or no? For 100% purity of milk it cost him rupees 1. If at all he sells it rupees 1, there is no gain is 0%. Okay, so for 50% purity of milk, 50% purity of milk means he'll be adding water to that. Okay, if at all there is 1 liter of milk, 1 liter of water he'll be adding here. Yes or no? One more liter of water will be adding here. So 50% purity of milk, if at all he sells at rupees 1, the gain shall be 50%. Yes or no? Similarly, 80% of purity of milk, for 80% purity of milk, okay, that is nothing but 20% shall be water, right? This water he is getting free of cost, so this is the gain here. 20% is the gain. So if at all he sells it for rupees 1, the gain shall be 20%. This gain shall be 20% here. So you got it right. This is the concept I was explaining. No need to write this in your examination. Okay, this is not needed. The concept how it works I was explaining, right? Okay, so what you are writing directly is, therefore cost price of 1 liter of mixture, that will be 100 upon 120. Yes or no? 20% gain into 1. Okay, what is the cost price of that mixture that we are finding out here? That is nothing but 5/6 rupees we are getting it here. Okay, cost price of 1 liter of that mixture. So 120% of gain, 1 liter of mixture after adding water here. Okay, so cost price of water, how much is there? Cost price of water is getting in 0 rupees. Okay, so cost price of milk, how much we got here? 5/6 here. Yes or no? Cost price of milk, no, cost price of milk is rupees 1, not 5/6. Okay, sorry, cost price of milk is 1 rupees. We need to sell it 1 rupee. Okay, in what ratio we need to fix here? This is the 5/6 here. Okay, this is the mean price here. This is the mean price. So 1 minus 5/6, this will be the here, and this is 5/6 minus 0. Yes or no? We got here LCM will be the 6 here, and 6 minus 5 is 1. So 1/6 is to 5/6. Okay, 6 will be upon cross multiplying I will be getting here, 6 will go this side, and 6 5 is 30 here. Okay, 6/6 will be 1, and 30/6 will be 5. So 1:5 is the ratio here. Yes or no? See friends, actually it's a bit of higher level problem. Okay, when we analyze previous year UPSC prelims paper, this kinds of question occurrence is very rare case. But actually when the trend from when we see the trend of this UPSC prelims paper from last 2 years, it's getting a bitter, it's getting bit higher for, okay, higher difficulty level of problems are been appearing in the questions now. So prepare for the higher level. There is no loss, right? If at all you prepare for this higher level, when you encounter a problem, it will be gain for you, okay. So try to know the concept how it works. And if it when I ask you to prepare for a higher level, don't go and solving 500 or 1000 different types of questions on based upon allegation, okay. Try to understand the concept, how this concept work. If at all you are not able to solve it in 1 minute, you'll be able to solve in 2 minutes, but sure you'll be arriving to the answer, okay. So moving on to the next question. In a 2 blends of mixed tea, the ratio of Darjeeling and Assam tea are 4:7 and 2:5. The ratio in which these 2 blends should be mixed to get the ratio of Darjeeling and Assam tea in a new mixture is 6:13 is, okay. The same kind of question, okay. In the previous milk and water what we have dealt is the same concept. Here it is been asked in a different method. So I'll be solving it in the next page here. See here friends, what it is given is blend 1. What is it in the ratio? 4:7, okay. Blend 2, what is in the ratio? 2:5. So what is the mean blend one? What we need to obtain? The question is telling that it should be in the ratio 6:13. See here, I'll take any one quantity we need to take. I'll take the fourth quantity, okay. In blend 1, 4 ratio is there. I'll take the ratio here. So 4 plus 7, okay. 4 plus 7 is 13. No, 11. 4 plus 7 is 11, okay. So out of this 11 part, 4 parts is of that particular tea here, okay. Similarly in that case, here 2 upon 7, yes or no? 2 upon 7 is the ratio here. This is the blend 1 and blend 2 ratio here. So what we need to obtain is 6:13 they have given, okay. 13 upon 6, 13 plus 6 is 19. So 6:19 is the mean ratio here. So we need to subtract here 2/7 minus 6/19, okay. 2 upon 7 minus 6 upon 19. See here, actually when you encounter bigger number of problems, avoid solving, keep it in a smaller size, so that when in the further steps you can simplify it, okay. So here 6/19 minus 4/11, 6/19 minus 4/11 here, okay. Upon solving this, see here how we can solve is 2/7 minus 6/19 is 7 into 19, okay. 7 is there, so 19 into 2 times 38 minus 19 is there, so 6 7s are 42, okay. Similarly here 19 into 11 I'll be writing here. 19 is there, so 6 into 11, that is 66, minus 11 is there, so 4 into 19, so that is 76 here, okay. And 38 minus 42 is nothing but minus 4 upon 19 into 7 is to 66 minus 76 is minus 10 upon 19 into 11. So this minus and this minus gets cancelled here. 4/19 into 7 is to 10/19 into 11. So this can be further simplified, right? So this 19 and this 19 gets cancelled here, and 4 and 10 is there. So 2 times and 2 5 times, yes or no? So the ratio will be 2/7 is to 5/11. When you cross multiply, that is nothing but 22 is to 7 5 is 35. This is the ratio and this is the answer here, okay. A simple problem guys, but what you need to take the caution is writing the ratio in that rule particular in that rule in a correct manner. Then only you will be arriving to the answer in a shorter method, okay, shorter time, okay. Moving on to the next question. So the question is 2 vessels contains mixture of milk. No, it is milk, okay. Sorry for the wrong word. Milk and water in the ratio 4:3 and 3:5 respectively. The ratio of volumes if quantities from the 2 vessels to be mixed together so that the new mixture may contain the same volume of milk and water. Same volume of milk and water means 1:1. The same value, if at all 10 liters of milk is there, 10 liters of water should be also be there. So 10 in 10 gets cancelled, so 1:1. The same volume of milk and water means 1:1 is the ratio here. Okay, in the next page I will solve it here. So vessel 1, what is the ratio? 4:3. Vessel 2, what is the ratio? 3:5. So equal ratio, what that is mean means that needs to be 1:1. This is the data here, right? So I will be writing here, see, 4 upon 4 plus 3, 7, okay, is to 3 upon 5 plus 3 is 8, okay, 3 upon 8. So this will be here, mean means 1:1 ratio. So 1 upon total parts 2, that is nothing but 3/8 minus 1/2 and 1/2 minus 4/7. See here, in a simple, if at all I don't explain the concept how this goes, in single step only within 30 seconds you will be writing this rule here. After writing the rule, more 30 seconds to solve the problem. Okay, within a minute only you will be arriving to the answer here. Yes or no? So solve this, guys. 3/8 minus 1/2, that gives you what is the LCM? 8 will be the LCM here. So 3 minus 2 4 8, so 3 minus 4, that will become minus 1/8, and 1/2 minus 4/7. So what is the LCM here? 14. So 2 7 times, so 7 minus 7 2 times 4 to 8, 7 minus 8, so that will be minus 1/14. Yes or no? So minus 1/8, minus 1/8, so it will be is to minus 1/14 we got here. Minus minus gets cancelled. So what is the ratio here? This 14 will go upon this side, 1/8 and 1/14, this can be cancelled in 2 table, right? So 2 4s 8 and 2 7s are 14. So what is the ratio? 7:4 is the ratio here. So this is the right answer. Simple, right? When you know the concept, solving the problem becomes easy. Okay, when you know the concept, the solving the problems become easy here. Okay, so moving on to the next question. In a free country, the man who reaches the position of leader is usually one of outstanding character and ability. Moreover, it is usually possible to foresee that he will reach such position, since early in life one can see his qualities of character. Okay, but this is not always true in the case of a dictator. Often he reaches his position of power through chance, very often through unhappy state of his country. So this is the passage. So they are dealing with a leader who was elected based upon democratic country, that is free country, and another leader who reaches to the highest position as a dictator here. Okay, the passage is comparing two different leaders in a two different scenarios. Okay, so what is the question? The passage seems to suggest that what does the passage suggest? Okay, a leader foresees his future position. No, a passage telling that we can see if at all a small kid will he become leader or not. Okay, the kid only will not be seeing that he'll become a leader in future. Okay, so a leader foresees his future position. This is wrong. Okay, option A is wrong. The other person can see whether that kid whether that leader when he was small he will become a leader. The other person can analyze, not himself. Okay, because of the based on the character and ability the passage is saying. So option A is wrong here. Okay, so what about option B? A leader is chosen only by a free country. See, this is the extreme statement here. Only statement is there. This is the extreme statement. Only by a free country. This is usually I've told in passages this extreme sentences will be wrong here. Okay, so a leader is chosen only by a free country. No, actually a leader is also chosen in the other country which where that leader will be a dictator. Okay, so the second option is also wrong. A leader must see that his country is free from despair. Okay, nowhere in the passage there it is related that a leader must see that his country is free from despair. Okay, this suggestion we cannot see from in passage. Okay, option C also can be negated here. Of the passage only speaks about the character of the leader of a free country and a dictatorship country. Okay, So the fourth option is despair in a country sometimes leads to dictatorship. Okay, see here, this statement, despair in a country sometimes leads to dictatorship. How we can come to this option? Because see, in the last two sentences of the passage, okay, since early in life one can see his qualities of a character, after that, but this is not always true in case of a dictator. Often he reaches his position of power through chance. Okay, often a dictator reaches his position of power through chance, very often through the unhappy state of his country. Very often means if at all the country is in unhappy state, okay, in that condition a leader grows out, okay, and that leader shall be a dictator. Okay, despair in a country sometimes leads to dictatorship, so this is the most probable option here. Okay guys, moving on to the next passage. The greatest blessing that technological progress, okay, the greatest blessing that technological progress has in store for a mankind is not, of course, an accumulation of material possessions. The amount of these that can be effectively enjoyed by one individual in one lifetime is not great, but there is not the same narrow limit to the possibilities of the enjoyment of leisure. The gift of leisure may be abused by people who have had no experience of making use it. Okay, the leisure, it's the passage is speaking about the leisure as well as the technological progress of the material possessions what we get due to the accumulate due to this technological progress. Okay, yet the creative use of leisure by a minority in societies has been mainspring of all human progress beyond the primitive level. Okay, the passage is about this. So what is the question here? With reference to the above passage, the following assumptions can be made. So in the earlier video, I have told you what do you mean by assumption, what do you mean by inference. I have discussed you, right? If at all you're a regular watcher of this video, then what do you mean by assumption, what is the rule for assumption, you'll be getting to know here. Okay, so what is the first statement? People always see the leisure time as a gift and use it for acquiring more material possession. Okay, somewhat this statement is actually related in the passage, but we need to closely examine the statement here. People always, okay, people always see, this is the extreme statement here. Okay, people always see the leisure time as a gift. Okay, so in the passage what it is saying, that the gift of leisure may be abused by people who have had no experience of making use of it, yet the creative, okay, people always know, the statement, the answer in the answer statement it is saying that people always see the leisure time as gift. No, the gift of leisure may be abused, okay, may be abused by people who have had no experience of making use of it, yet the creative use of leisure by a minority in society has been mainspring of all human progress of primitive level. Okay, so the first statement, it cannot be the assumption here. Yes or no? Because the rule you know, the rule you know, because for to make an assumption, what assumption we are making, that needs to be true to the passage here. Okay, if at all we are assuming some xyz, that needs to be true based upon the material from the passage, then only assumption stands good here. Okay, so this is the statement one is wrong, it cannot be assumed because people always it is telling. Okay, so what is the second statement? Use of leisure by some people to produce new and original things has been the chief source of human progress. Okay, what is the in the passage what they are telling is how human progress, because yet the creative use of leisure, okay, yet the creative use of leisure by a minority in societies has been mainspring of all human progress. Okay, they are using their leisure time creatively. How many people? A minority section in society, they are using their leisure creatively, and it has been the mainspring of all human progress. Okay, so use of leisure by some people, okay, minority section, by some people to produce new and original things. Yes, this can be assumed. If at all a leisure can be used for creatively, so then only new or original things can be produced. has been the chief source of human progress. Okay, this statement can be assumed. Yes or no? So 2 only is the right answer for this. Option B is the right answer for this. Okay, moving on to the next question. What climate change will undeniably do is cause of amplifying events that hasten the reduction of resources. So what do you mean by events that hasten means? Hasten means actually something undesirable is happening, will happen. Okay, if at all that undesirable thing happens in a faster pace, then hasten word is used here. Okay, see, what climate change will undeniably do is the cause of amplifying events that hasten the reduction of resources. That hasten the reduction of resources means the resources have been reducing but in a faster pace. Okay, that hasten means that thing. Okay, competition over these diminishing resources would ensue in the form of political or even violent conflict. Okay, resources are limited, hence there shall be a political or violent conflict. Okay, resources based conflicts have rarely been overt and are thus difficult to isolate. Instead, they take on veneers that appears more politically palatable. Conflicts over resources like water are often cloaked in the guise of identity or ideology. Conflict over resources like water, they are given an example here. Okay, if at all people are fighting for water, conflicts over resources like water are often are often cloaked in the guise of identity or ideology. Okay, they disguise that, they tell that they are not fighting for the resources here, because they are fighting for the ideology here. Okay, so they tend to disguise it like that. Okay, the passage tells like that. So what is the question here? What does the above passage imply? So imply means, actually when you read the passage, kindly stick on to the idea of the passage, that is means what author is saying, that's all. Okay, you need not assume different things, that different other things from the passage. Okay, if at all the passage states that some xyz is happening, only stick on to that xyz only. If at all due to that xyz a might happen, b might happen, no, you should not think like that. Okay, so here passage implying means the main idea what we need to think is the author what he need to convey the main message here. Okay, so I'll be checking the options here. Resource based conflicts are always, see here, extreme statement, always political motivated. No, actually in passage what we can read here is competition over diminishing resources would ensue in the form of political or even violent conflict. Resource based conflicts have rarely been overt and are thus difficult to isolate. Okay, see here, resource based conflict are always politically motivated. Instead, they take on veneers that appear more political palatable. More political palatable is the, not always here. Okay, so option A can be eliminated here. There are no political solutions to resolve environmental and resource based conflicts. No political solutions. No, actually the it's not telling like that. Okay, there are no solutions only, the passage is not implying that. So this is option is wrong here. Environmental issues contribute to resources stress and political conflict. Environmental issues contribute to resource stress. Okay, in the first line only we are getting this idea here. Okay, what climate change will undeniably do is cause of amplify events. Okay, and that hasten the reduction of resources. Okay, there is a reduction of resources, so environmental issues contribute to resources stress. When there is a reduction in the resources, obviously the stress upon the resources will increase here. Okay, and political conflict, this will lead to political conflict. So this is the most probable option as for now. So I'll be checking option D also. Political conflict based on identity or ideology cannot be resolved. No, cannot be or always. See, these are extreme statements, and usually the extreme statements are wrong here. Okay, and always don't go into the option that all the extreme statements will be wrong here. Okay, you need to check, most of the extreme statements are wrong here, but you need to check here. Okay, so option C is the right answer here. Okay, so this is it guys, this is it for the day. Hopefully I think that this video might be informative for you. If at all you find this video informative, kindly do like and subscribe to our Akka IAS Academy channel. Also do leave a comment, it encourages us to bring the more quality content. All the best guys, hope your preparation is doing well. God bless you all. We shall meet up in the next video.